Welcome, loyal viewers. Today we are going to dive deep into the ever-important topic of budgeting, specifically how to create a realistic budget for 2024 that you can actually stick to all year long. I know the word budget can strike fear into some of your hearts. It conjures up images of sacrifice, deprivation, and strict limited spending habits. However, done right, budgeting doesn't have to feel restrictive or daunting whatsoever. In fact, budgeting gives you more freedom and financial control, allowing you to save for goals while still having plenty left over for fun. The key is setting up a budget that works with your lifestyle and financial situation, not against it. Your budget needs room for flexibility and the occasional indulgence without blowing the entire plan. In this extensive 5,500-word guide, I will walk you step by step through how to set up a realistic 2024 budget tailored specifically to your unique needs and spending habits. You'll learn budgeting basics, how to project expenses, build in rewards and wiggle room, track spending, and more. By the end, you'll have a month-by-month budget mapped out that you can actually stick to next year. No more guesswork or anxious credit card spending, wondering if you went over budget. You'll feel empowered, in control, and ready to tackle 2024 head-on. So grab your bank statements and calculators and let's get budgeting. Budgeting 101 refresher. Before we build your unique 2024 budget, let's quickly go over some fundamental budgeting basics. What is a budget exactly? Essentially, it's a plan for how much money you expect to earn and aim to save or spend over a set period of time. Many people budget monthly. Why budget in the first place? Budgeting helps you align your income and spending with your financial values and goals. This prevents overspending and accumulating debt so you can save and invest towards what's important. How detailed should your budget be? Experts recommend budgeting into broad categories at a minimum, like housing, food, transportation, etc. However, you can get very specific if more detail helps you control spending. What makes a budget realistic? A budget needs wiggle room for unexpected expenses, otherwise you'll just blow it and get frustrated. Aim to save 10 to 15% towards goals to feel rewarded. Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk mindset. Budgets only work if you have the right mentality and disciplined follow-through. Budgeting mindset. You need commitment, organization, and flexibility to stick to a budget long-term. It requires self-control to say no to temptations outside the budget. You have to delay instant gratification for lasting financial freedom. This can be really tough at first. The good news is there are some mindset shifts that make playing budget cop much easier and more motivating. Shift 1. Budget for what you value, not restrict what you enjoy. If travel is important, allocate generously for annual vacations. If nice meals outconnect you socially, leave room for restaurants. Attach each spending category to something meaningful. It feels better to cut excess and frivolous things than what you cherish. Shift 2. Focus more on sticking to spending limits than meeting rigid saving goals, especially at first. This alleviates pressure and prevents blowing the budget when goals aren't met. As limits become habit, you can push to ramp up savings. Shift 3. Forgiveness over perfection. When you inevitably slip up, which we all do, forgive yourself and recommit the next day. Don't scrap the whole budget. Progress, not perfection, is key. Shift 4. Give every dollar a purpose on paper before spending it. Ask yourself, is this allocated for bills, goals, entertainment? If not, hold off. This creates intentionality behind purchases. See budgeting as aligned with your values, not restriction. Stay flexible and keep perspective when you go off track. This mindset shift might just help you stick to a budget long-term. How to create your 2024 budget. Now for the fun part, mapping out your unique 2024 budget. We will go step by step to calculate projected income, determine expenses, allow flexibility, and track spending. Let's get started. Step 1. Calculate your income. Add up all revenue streams: salary, wages, after-tax income, interest income, dividends, any additional 1099 income. Be conservative here. Only include bonus or commission income if you are extremely confident you will receive it in 2024. Better to estimate expenses based on guaranteed income only. Tip: use your 2022 or 2023 annual income as a baseline for 2024 projections. Increase by expected raise percentage if applicable. Step 2. Project fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are regular recurring bills and debts paid the same amount each month, like mortgage, rent, car payment, student loans, utilities, cell phone, gym membership, any monthly subscriptions. Add up all fixed bills and loan payments. Use 2022-2023 totals as a starting point. Increase amounts by 4 to 5% for 2024 projections, assuming costs will rise a bit with inflation. For variable expenses that fluctuate like food, gas, entertainment, etc., take monthly averages from 2022-2023. Also increase by 4 to 5% to account for inflation and lifestyle changes next year. Categorize variable spending. Groceries, dining out, gas for cars, other transportation like trains, clothing, medical co-pays or uncovered expenses, prescriptions, beauty, haircuts, products, Amazon online shopping, entertainment like concerts, sports games, other lifestyle expenses to cover hobbies, kids' activities, alcohol, etc. Really break this down by your unique spending habits. Going through 2-3 months of bank credit statements helps categorize where cash is going. Tip: Prime members can download all Amazon orders to quickly total subscriptions and online shopping habits. Very eye-opening. Step 3. Build in savings. You need to pay yourself first via savings in any realistic budget. This provides financial stability, prevents debt during emergencies, and lets you work towards goals. Experts recommend saving at least 10 to 15% of after-tax income. Auto-transfer this monthly from checking to separate savings accounts so it happens seamlessly in the background. Savings buckets may include emergency fund, 3, 6 months basic living expenses to cover loss of job, medical crisis, etc. without needing debt, retirement, max out 401k employer match, then contribute to Roth IRA, down payment for house, future car purchase, vacations, travel, kids' college, other savings goals, weddings, move, renovate home, etc. Adjust percentages towards each goal based on priority and timeline. Make sure to indulge a bit in 2024 too. Budget some savings explicitly for dining out, entertainment, clothes, things that bring you joy and motivation along the money journey. Step 4. The 50-30-20 rule. This popular budgeting guideline allocates 50% towards essentials like housing, food, utilities, transportation, minimum debt payments, and insurance, 30% towards lifestyle spending like dining out, hobbies, shopping, gifts, etc., 20% towards savings and extra debt payments. Tweak ratios based on your unique situation, but try to stick close to this balanced split. It builds in plenty of room for flexible spending without sacrificing savings. Step 5. Budget variances for reality. Budgets look nice on paper, but real life happens. Unanticipated expenses pop up. Some months you splurge, others cut back. You don't want to scrap the whole plan when you veer off track. Build in +/10% variance for budget categories with unpredictable spending like dining, entertainment, clothing, etc. Also allocate an extra 10 to 15% cushion in total monthly variable spending for unexpected life costs. This wiggle room prevents you from feeling defeated and giving up when you overspend or emergencies happen. You can pull from surplus elsewhere to cover without dipping into savings or debt. Step 6. Automate transactions. Set up automatic payments for all possible fixed and recurring expenses. Utilities, subscriptions, loan payments, gym memberships, etc. Also auto-transfer savings into separate accounts on payday before you can spend it. This locks in chunks of designated spending and savings up front every month. You prevent dipping into money already allocated elsewhere by mistake. Use bank bill pay features or apps like Mint, Personal Capital, YNAB to set up and manage automatic transactions. Step 7. Actively track spending. Stay actively aware of where cash is going daily and weekly to catch overspending quickly. Update spending tracker apps daily or check in on credit card statements weekly. Scan receipts into apps like Expensify. Doing a bit as you go prevents getting slammed by a massive over-budget credit card statement at month end. You can course-correct small habits in real time rather than large payment sums after the fact. Tracking spending does require diligence and organization, but it crucially helps you stick to your budget long-term. Step 8. Reassess and flex every 3 months. Review income and expenses every quarter. Celebrate savings achievements. Reproject future months based on any salary changes or new expenses. With a baseline budget built, you can fine-tune categories as needed. For example, you may underspend on clothing but want more restaurant funds. Flex dollars between envelopes without increasing overall spending. Perpetually update spending habits and savings rates to align with values. Use this evolving document as your budget roadmap for the year ahead. Top budgeting tips for 2024. As you venture into 2024 with your new budget in hand, keep these proven tips in mind to stay on track all year long. 1. Involve family members in the budget, especially if they contribute earnings or influence spending like with kids' activities. Communicate categories, trade-offs, and progress openly. Align on shared money values and goals. 2. Post the budget somewhere visible as a constant reminder before swiping cards, like on the fridge or by your computer monitor. Reference categories and saving targets often. 3. Schedule an annual money date night. Review year-end bank statements together and set aligned saving goals for 2025. Celebrate budget wins like being debt-free or affording a special trip. 4. Pay with cash for flexible categories like dining and entertainment instead of cards. The physical act of handing money over boosts awareness of what you're spending. 5. When you do swipe plastic, use cashback rewards towards a tempting goal like saving for a vacation. Watch balances grow with excitement. 6. Keep budget methods simple and easy to maintain daily, especially the tracking system, whether Excel spreadsheet, Notes app, or expense manager tool. Convenience boosts follow through. 7. Get encouraging accountability partners. Join a financial literacy mastermind group or discuss progress towards goals with a trusted, supportive friend. Motivation buds help stay the course. 8. Most importantly, forgive yourself when life happens and you veer off budget course. Recommit the very next day. Progress, not perfection. Commit to your new 2024 budget. And there you have it. A realistic budget tailored just for you with projections for 2024 mapped out. Pat yourself on the back for taking control of your finances and preventing future money stress. I know stuffing this detailed budget into practice will take some diligence and self-control. But you've totally got this. Just take it month by month. Before you know it, following your budget will be easy habit. Stay tuned for more finance tips and milestones as you take on 2024. Your most intentional savings year yet. What budgeting or investing topics would you like covered next? Let me know in comments.